Good morning to the great, wonderful students and staff of the great Kirk Elementary School. How are you doing? This is Principal Brookins. Excited. You had a 3-day weekend. We were celebrating the presidents, which is the highest office, quite frankly, in my opinion, not just in this land, but when you are the president of the United States, you actually are the key to unlocking wealth and blessings around the whole world. It's amazing what happens or the influence that our presidents have. And so we want to always send good thoughts to every president that we have. Um, and when we go to elections, whether your person wins or loses, you always are supporting um, our presidents because we want America to be great. We want America to be great. So hopefully you all had a nice day off. And now it's time to get back to work. A couple of announcements. Number one, we were supposed to have the student store open today. Amazon told me that the packages doesn't they don't get here until today. So that means we'll have to open the student store tomorrow. That would be Wednesday, students, and we'll do the student store all day at your recess time at lunch. So for all of your recesses at lunch, you can come over to the student store, which right now is an office in that area, and we have some pretty cool stuff. In fact, something did come in over the weekend. Now, one of these is for David, but I bought two of them. David wanted a Black Panther mouse. Isn't that cool? Sick with it. So this is for David, though. I'll set that to the side. But I bought another one just in case there was a student who wanted to get one of those. And then we have one, two, three, four, five. We only have five keyboards left. Um, we do have our Roblox cards available. Now, the Roblox cards, there's $10 on each card. So you need 20 tickets to get a Roblox card worth $10. Anyway, there'll be some more stuff coming. I'm excited for you students. And remember, after this one, the next time we do Student Store will be after our iReady 3 assessment. And the only students that will be able to participate in the Student Store are students that make proficient or go up in their iReady score by 70 points. Woo! That's a whole lot. So for those of you in kinder, Miss Williams and Miss Murillo's class, Miss Eunice's class, Miss Kennington's class, Miss Fortnell, Miss Acosta, Miss Jackson, Miss yeah, that's the first through second grade. First through second grade, this is the big one for you all, the big one for you all. All right, because after that you'll be given tickets for doing work in class. But the third through sixth grade will have another opportunity, and that will be on the SBAC exam. All right, and that'll be for both English and math. And I'm supposed to have a meeting with a sponsor who I think is going to break us off with a whole lot of cash, students, for you all to have an incredible time after that last testing. Anyway, got to move on. COVID protocols are still in place. Even today, I have something going on, but I did that good old test and I am COVID negative. So I got a little head cold going on. I'll stay away from people today. The students, same thing. If you have any symptoms, make sure that you are your parents are notified in the office. COVID positive, you stay home. Symptoms, you stay home. Um, and if you are a contact trace and no symptoms, you can stay. We'll test you on the fifth day. All right. We'll be testing some kids today. Rainy day schedule, just in case. If it does start to rain, teachers, you guys know the drill. You know what we do if it's a rainy day. So you'll hear that announcement. We'll shift to rainy day. That means students, you will be in the cafeteria for lunch. If it begins to rain in a manner that makes it unsafe outside. But right now, we're not on rainy day schedule. Okay, we are so blessed to be in America. I got news. There's a news alert this morning that Russia is now making their way over to Ukraine and doing some other things. But the long and short of it is, I listened to an interview with some students in Ukraine, and those students, they've been prepping them up for war by having them do these drills just in case bombshells start landing in Ukraine. And I thought to myself, how blessed are we? Students, I don't even think we had a lockdown drill this year. I know we have to have three of them, but no, I think we had one. I think we had one lockdown drill, students, maybe. Although there's violence in the streets of Fresno, the vast majority of people, citizens, are safe. So, students, don't take this lightly that you have an opportunity to be in school. You are in a safe space, and teachers are pouring into you. Don't have an attitude, a bad attitude. Don't have a bad attitude, babies. Students, my wonderful young people, young kings and queens, listen to me. Don't have a bad attitude. Have a good attitude. Don't say, why? Say, why not? The teacher says, oh, let's read this story. Don't say, why? Say, why not? Yes, I want to. I want to learn. I want to learn how to write. I want to improve my reading. I want to feel good about the fact that if you present something to me in writing, that I can read it and understand it. I could critically think. I can add, subtract, divide, multiply, compute fractions, ratios. You could give me a word problem, I can solve it. You want to feel that confidence, students. So lean into your work. You can do it. The only failure is a failure to try. The only failure is the failure to try. Yeah, if you fail to try, that is failure. But if you try your best, no, that's not failure. That's success. Because I promise you, with the great teachers that we have here, the great paraprofessionals that we have here, the great staff that we have here, if you just try your best, you're going to reach a level of knowledge you probably thought you never could reach. All right, listen, there's something else happening. I want you to continue to work on, students. Listen to Mr. Brookins. It's kind to be kind. We got to continue to work on this little thing here, this mouth. Woo! A few of you guys, when you start getting upset, that mouth, and I know what it is. You are imitating what you've heard from adults maybe around you, maybe some of the videos you watch, which are all these stuff you're putting in your head is not good. Last week, we had a student literally say that they didn't want something from another student because that student was Black. That is called racism. We had another student make a statement about someone's potential sexuality. That's inappropriate. It's not good. We should not be talking about each other. You shouldn't be looking down on anyone. You shouldn't be saying something mean about someone's clothes. You should be lifting him up. Hey, you want to play with us? Here, I'm going to include you. That's a nice shirt. Those are nice shoes. I loved it when you raised your hand in class. You always try to answer questions in class. That's the way we should talk to each other. Isn't that the way Mr. Brookins talks to you? I always tell you, you can do it. You can make it. Let's try again. And that's what I expect for you all, the way you should speak to each other. So, with that said, I'm looking for this week. What I'm listening for is, are you kind to one another? Yes, you need to be in a straight line. Yes, you need to be obedient to your teachers in class. But I'm also looking for you all to be kind this week. Don't interrupt the class when the teacher is teaching. What's wrong with you? Let the teacher teach. He, or he has good information for you. You don't start making noises. What are you making noises for? Stop. Stop. Focus. Learn. So, with that said, let's get to the Lions chant. My favorite part. My favorite part. And listen, if I stop you on campus and I ask you what the L is, you better say, we are leaders in the making. If I ask you what the I is, you better say, we are independent and critical thinking. If I ask you what the O is, you better say, we have outstanding character. If I ask you what the N is, you better say, I never give up. If I ask you what the S is, you say, I serve my community. All right, we're going to find out. Here we go. Give me an L. We are leaders in the making. Give me an I. We are independent and critical thinkers. Give me an O. We have outstanding character. Give me an N. We never give up. Give me an S. We serve our community and we roar like lions. Students, I'm so excited for this week. Remember, the teachers will be showing you a Black History video after this video. You'll be preparing for the Black History program, which this Thursday we're going to take. And I'm excited to see what you present for this Black History Month program. Have a great day, and I'll see you on the yard.